Hello, beautiful Aglow community. So just in joining together, let's just do a short movement practice to honor the inner child. So little inner child play for all of us. A little butterfly hug here. Just starting off with that. So just an invitation to do some movement in your way, what works for you in your body, but to just honor and give a little love and attention to our inner child and a little child's play. So I'm going to move over to the mat. And we're going to start with some rocking and rolling. And I know this brings so much joy, at least to me. So again, in your way. So if we come down gently on our backs, it could really just be a little bit of movement, depending on your body and what works, right? And then to a little bit of a swing. And just start out to really get a sense for yourself. Like this is really supposed to be kind of therapeutic, playful, right? And for each of our bodies, this may be more difficult at different times. Or if we're pregnant, remember you can move side to side instead, be a little playful. So whatever it is that's happening, right, in our bodies, it's just an invitation to be playful, right? And a little rocking, we can give more space to our belly, so we could do this, right? And for those that a little more rocking, whether you give space or not, that actually feels really good to give some space. We could bring it into some more rocking, right? We could go slow, we could go fast. And we're going to do this for a while. So kind of find, again, whatever works for you. Maybe you're here, right? Maybe you're here. Maybe you're just going and rocking and rolling. There's no right or wrong. If you want to go fast or slow. But we are going to do this for a couple minutes, so you can take a pause anytime. I'm going to just start kind of going with the way my body wants to move, which just feels really good to me. Like this always brings a smile to my face. I think of my inner child. I think of a 5-year-old part of me who just loves this. And it's like embodying joy. A little out of breath, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm alive. I am alive. And whatever age you are now, right? But feeling this. For those who want a little more extension, if you want to add a little extension of your legs, go ahead. Again, you don't have to. It's not a big deal either way. You might be out of breath like being here or here, right? That's okay. Just notice that and enjoy it. See if you can go, wow, I really am alive. I am exercising. I'm moving. A little longer. For those who would like to extend forward as well with an extension of their back, go back, forward. At any time, if you want to stay somewhere, maybe you're here, right? Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what this looks like. As you warm up, your body might warm up a little more and be able to go a little more. Or maybe you're like, nope, I'm tired. That was enough. I'm going to just relax. Or I'm going to take a break. Or I'm going to add more. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to speed up. It's not right or wrong. You may move like I am and want to get kind of back to your mat. That's fine. really at this point we're working a Kriya here, which is just like a dynamic movement in whatever way your body wants to move, but just notice the playfulness. And if you need to build up to this, then build up to it. Keep coming back to it. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what you can do in just several minutes each day. And where it takes you. And some days you'd be like, oh, I'm exhausted. This is a lot. And some days you might be like, oh, I have so much energy. Or I'm building energy, building heat. Breathe with it, right? Breath is life. Just breathe with it. And of course, you might be out of breath. I mean, I'm out of breath as I'm doing this. You can hear that. Sigh, release tension. And let's just do like 4 or 5 more at your pace. Whatever you feel like doing, you might want to just rock. Sigh, move your mat. My mat's like going all over the place. How much fun, my hair, my body, everything's going all over the place. Just coming back. Sighing it out, maybe a shake. Shake your arms. Shake your legs. Kick them, shake them, whatever feels good. Again, you might be here. Just an imitation, whatever your body does or doesn't do. Let's do some windshield wipers and think of your inner child like in that, like windshield wipers, just one side. And again, you might just go this far, right? You might go all the way, like this knee doesn't go all the way for me, right? Whatever it is, it's not right or wrong. In fact, sometimes when we have more tension, that's actually can be a little bit better because sometimes we just flop and we're not getting as much, so we have to really embody that. But just side to side. See what it feels like to move really slow and consciously with your breath. See what it feels like to move faster, right? And then just find whatever feels good to you. Invite your inner child in. Good for your hips and that rotation. So good for our bodies. Good while we're young, but really good as we age too. To just keep this mobility can really help us, and it brings in some strength and mobility. Creativity, negativity. It feels good to you. Whatever, just this is really important. Some signs, a little bit of tension, a little bit of stress and tension. Not all the time, like, a little bit. To center. And then wherever you're at, just kind of rolling a little bit. You may be able to bring your knees in. You may need more space. Wherever that is to you or whatever feels good. Just a little side roll. And you may stay here. You may be able to go here. You may be more in, more out. Again, whatever's comfortable for you and your body and what works. You may be able to come down all the way and reach the outer or the inner of your feet or your heels for what we call happy baby pose. But it doesn't matter. You can be here, you can be here, you can be here, right? Kind of the intent, right? And just rocking around on your spine. And maybe a little smile. Remember, you know, in dialectical behavioral therapy, what we call a half smile, even if you don't feel like smiling, half smile. It sends a signal to your brain and your nervous system that you're smiling. And it starts to alter your mood and where you're at and what's happening. And yoga has that potential too. So no matter where you're at, again, with this, use props or blocks or, you know, use like a pillow. Look at that. Whatever it is, whatever feels good. You can prop under your lower back if you want. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, just like a little pillow. Give you a little more access. If you're able to, start to straighten the legs, or as much as you can. You may be like, I can't straighten my legs. That's totally fine, right? But if you're able to, you start to bring them out and like, oh yeah, lots of tension, right? Oh yeah. And again, just wherever you're at, you can do one side or the other. Be playful, be careful, breathe. Remember, as you know, as a kid, many of us, and some of us, maybe we weren't able to, and we need to grieve that too, but that doesn't mean you can't now. You get to play, and even if your body isn't as limber as when you were a kid, you know, oh well, so be it, right? Just go with what you have and let yourself do it now. And if you can't, then keep coming back until you can, right? If that feels okay to you or good to you. And then maybe we'll do what we call legs up the wall, and you can go to a wall. I like to actually just do it here, is put my pillow or my bolster, if you have a bolster, this is so amazing, but it could be a pillow. And pause this, pause it, get a pillow. If you want to actually go up against the wall, you go up against the wall and your legs go up against the wall. And you can put a bolster or pillow or don't and just have that. You could also use a block or even a book if you don't have a block. And then you put it under your sacrum here. Make sure it's comfortable, right? Find that spot. And then your legs come up. And then bend your knees, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? It's not about like, you know, I mean, keep it here. This could be a lot and like too much, right? This is said to be the fountain of youth because it's like this upside down. It flows all the circulation and brings all these things. But think of as a kid, playing, be still, whatever feels good to you. But just let this be here for a while, like whatever way. This actually feels really good. You could also do this. You could put blocks or things under your arms. My cat is. Come here, sweetie. Come here. What do you want to say hi? You want to do some yoga with me? So whatever it feels, or you just want some love. He's a very insistent kitty. He wants something. Just bring your space. Playful or relax, whatever, the fountain of youth, help bring the inner child, that youthful energy back. Again, if you can't do it for long, you can build up. Not a big deal. I've had to go back and build up. I've had to quit poses. I've had some poses I'll never be able to do at a certain level, and some but going back, starting over, and coming back and getting so much deeper. It's kind of amazing. And some poses, some I won't be able to do, like just radical acceptance. wherever you're at. I'm going to stay here for about 30 more seconds because I really want to get the benefit of it. If it's changed, you get the benefit because you're building up, so you get that capacity. For some of you, you need a little bit more benefit. For some of you, this is new, like, hey, 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, that would be a lot. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, 3 minutes. Whatever, some people might get in 20 seconds, or someone else might take a whole minute to get in. It's just your body. You build it, you expand it, you work with it. You breathe. You just notice your breath. You don't have to breathe it anyway. Just let it be what it's going to be. But just be conscious of your breath, of your life, of your prana, your chi, your life force, your nervous system. I really work with the nervous system with everything I do on this channel, everything I teach to the clients, to the therapists I train, to all of you, anyone watches this. It's all about the nervous system. It's some level anyway, a level that we can understand. But also tapping into the subtle energies. You're being more present, embodied. And we're coming together to do this. I'm inviting that one child in. Therapeutic. And you're just bringing your legs down real gently. Slowly, consciously. Again, in your way, what feels good for your body at any given time. If you have any props or anything to move. And then we're just going to spread our feet apart more and our knees towards each other. And if that's difficult, put a block or put your pillow or your bolster in between your knees. And just a couple of breaths here as we come back. You might start to kind of, even as you're doing this, wiggle your fingers and your toes for your inner child, right? If you think about that, inner child doesn't have a ton of patience, right? So it's like wiggle out any tension or restlessness as you do this. Just notice your breath and just come to the side, and I don't care, whatever side feels good to you. Just breathing and stretching, petting the cat or pet animal if you have one, coming to the side and just slowly coming back up to a seated position, joining each other, bringing our hands to our heart for all parts of us, for our inner child, for you, for me, for the world. Maybe going back to that little butterfly. And you just do a little butterfly action and a hug. Let me come here to connect. Namaste.